100 days ago, I started a challenge for myself to start and get into content creation. And actually, this 100-day challenge changed my life completely. Like, I was a complete beginner. I did not knew a single thing about content creation. I did not knew how to make, start, do this thing, how to fix everything correctly. But I did not quit. This was my first ever challenge that I did consistently. And I can't even imagine how I managed to go from this complete beginner doing the bad habits, playing video games, scrolling, to switching into this idea that every single day I need to make some piece of content. Every single day I was thinking about video ideas, I was thinking about what I need to make, how can I do this, and my single and one goal was to get through this challenge. So every single day when I wake up, when I go to school, when I come after school, when I go home, the only thing and the primary thing that I was thinking about was how can I make a video today? And fast forward to now, after I completed the challenge, during the challenge, I managed to get over 1,000 subscribers. So that happened instantly on my last days. I did not grow significantly my Instagram or my TikTok account, but I just learned how to create videos. I got into this habit of filming myself. I learned a bunch of small things like how to script videos, how to speak in front of a camera. And it's something that I only could have learned by doing a challenge. So fast forward to now, there were 3 months that passed after I did this challenge, and I can say that I got pretty stagnant. Like, I stopped getting so much views, I did not produce any viral videos, and I think that I got kind of bored with myself because, well, it seemed to me like I'm making the same amount of videos, I'm making videos about the same topics, about the same things, and it's like I'm not going deep. If I'm making a video, I pick some simple concept that I think in a few minutes, I script the video, and it's like once in a while I just make almost the same video. I speak about journaling, maybe I speak about quitting the bad habits, and although I think deeply in myself that this should be the primary goal, like to quit the bad habits, to self-improve, to just try all of those things to try to become better, but I was on the surface level, and I still feel like I am here. I still feel like right now I'm in this point where I'm kind of lost, and today I thought about the things that got me here. Like, what are the exact things that got me to this point where I'm quite proficient in speaking, I'm quite proficient in filming myself, I dipped my toes into content creation, I started my community that I'm very proud of, and I think that this makes me feel more fulfilled and I want to continue this. So the actions that got me there were a few. So first of all, I started recording videos. Even if 1 year ago I was just thinking about making videos, if I was just dreaming about doing that, but I only could do the bad habits, I did not start because I was afraid, I did not start because I was thinking about other people. So I started filming videos no matter what, even if I didn't know how, and I just knew that somehow I will finish the challenge. I just was very angry at myself that for the first 10 days, for the first 20 days, I have to go through this challenge. If I told myself that I want to become a content creator, I have to go through through these 20 days, through these 15 days, or else I'm never going to be a content creator. And the next thing that got me to this point was consistency. So I picked a challenge, I was angry at myself to finish the challenge, and it's the consistency that was a result of that. And now I try to reflect on myself. Like, every single day I have notebook, I have a few finished notebooks where every single day I journal and I reflect on my day, and I always ask myself questions. So for example, if right now I feel lost, if I feel that I don't know where I'm going, so I ask myself this. I write on a paper and I ask, for example, what makes me feel in this way? Like, is there a specific thing that if I knew or if someone gave to me, I would change? And I always, again and again, mention that I need clarity. So, for example, I need to know exactly what videos I need to make. I need this assurance that something that I do will work out. And now, as I'm speaking this, I know that this is dumb because you never know that you're doing something right until you do this for a long period of time, for enough of time, until it happens. And when it happens, you get this assurance that you are doing something right. So this is probably the biggest problem, because I doubt myself whether this is the path that I should take. I doubt myself whether I should continue making YouTube videos, whether I should continue trying here, or whether this is just a waste of time and I should focus on something else. But I think that this is a trap, and I think that after all this momentum, after I have completed my first challenge, I got into content creation and I have seen some success. Like, I had one video that got over 50,000 views, and that's a really big numbers to me that is a complete beginner in content creation. So now I have been thinking about what are the things that are stopping me. So it was probably doubt, not having some kind of clarity. And I think that today I understood why. So when I was making this challenge 3 months ago, the only thing that I was focused on was making one video every single day and not thinking about anything else. If something else happens, it's just a bonus, it's a result, it's something that I cannot control, but this single and one thing that I can control today is whether I make one video or I don't. And now that I look at it, it was super simple, but it was actually brilliant, and it did work. It did work because every single day I put my primer and my first focus that I had, my first energy the energy that I had into making that video. After I made that video, I was free. I had none of the other things to focus on, and everything that I did was just a bonus. So for example, whether I read the book or not, whether I did my homework or not, whether I made 5 videos or not, if there was this box checked off that I made the video, it was already great. And I think that this is probably absolutely the best mindset that you can have when you start, because when you start, you have all these fears. So I had and I still have the fear of others. I think about what others will think about me. I am counting every single move that I'm doing. I'm looking at minor mistakes that I'm doing. And I'm trying to make everything perfect. But I know that this is a flaw. I know that this is stopping me. But as someone that has been like this for years, and maybe you are like this, the best thing that we can do is focus on just one thing. So set a challenge for ourselves. And if we complete that one thing, anything else is out of our control. We do it, it's great. If we don't, well, it doesn't matter unless we have done this our one primer thing. So speaking of which, speaking now, in those 3 months, I was growing 5 times slower than I was while doing my 100-day challenge. I made videos in probably the same effort, in probably the same amount of level, and I don't feel like I have significantly improved. While on those 100 days, my first day was completely horrible. Before making this challenge, I made horrible videos, but probably in 50 days, I have learned how to make a YouTube video properly. I have learned how to make Instagram Reels, Instagram videos, TikTok videos, YouTube Shorts in 1 to 2 hours per day. And probably on my 70 or 80 day, I learned how to make more engaging YouTube videos. And this was the point where I got the most amount of views, where I had the most amount of momentum. But when this challenge ended, I thought that I will carry on those skills, I will carry on this momentum. But speaking now, I think that I did not do this. I think that a little bit I have failed, and I admit that as a fail because I got into my previous bad habits. I got into some kind of procrastination, doubting myself, scrolling on my phone, once in a while, watching pornography, doing all those bad things. and with an excuse that I'm improving, with an excuse that this will solve quickly, and I thought that I'm carrying on this momentum. So now that I'm speaking, I think that I am not, and from this point I would like to make a new challenge to myself. So I have tried to make a challenge again to record videos on Instagram, but I think to me short form videos seem kind of dumb, and I admit that, there is no lying. And I caught myself filming a short form video 2 days ago, and I just stopped in the middle of the progress because I realized what the hell I'm doing. There's no sense of fulfillment, there's no sense that someone else is learning something from me. But it's completely different with YouTube. With YouTube, I know that I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking just to one person, and my one sentence or my one great explained idea can change your life. And when I know this, YouTube feels a lot better. So that's why instead of doing a new challenge of Instagram videos, of TikTok videos, I want to do a challenge of YouTube videos. And personally, I have felt that just filming raw videos sometimes is not at all good. It's not at all enough to get the views, to be viral or else. But I think that this is necessary for me. First, it's necessary for me to develop the skill of speaking, to develop the skill of breaking the bad habits, breaking my ability and breaking my limiting beliefs of other people and just all these fears. So first, I want to make a challenge of filming myself for another 100 days, and I have a calendar right here. So I want to film myself for new and again for 100 days, because in those 90 days, when I first started my first challenge, I completely changed. I learned the skill of content creation, I got into momentum, I got into good habits, and while I was doing it, while I was just focused on one thing, I improved the most. So that's why I want to do this with YouTube. So from today, I promise myself that I will make at least one video every single day, speaking authentically about specific things, about specific problems that I made, to inspire you, to teach you something, to motivate you, and also to show my progress, to show my accountability, and to show my improvement. Because if I can change, and if I can show that directly on camera, that means that you can do the same. So I want to do this because right now I feel that I don't have one clear path, or I don't have one clear message. I'm an all-rounded person. I do piano, I play music, I compose music, I create music, I play sports, I do calisthenics, I do a lot of things. I really love art, and there are plenty of things that I do, and it's just I cannot find one space for myself. So that's why I think 100-day challenge of making 100 YouTube videos, maybe some will be very short, some will be longer like this one because it's the first video that I want to make today. And I think that it's necessary to do this challenge because in the previous challenge, I learned the skill of content creation. Now I think that with this 100 challenge, not only I will develop better skills with content creation, but it's also that this will make me realize of my weaknesses, of my strengths, and I will know exactly what I like and what I don't like. So before, when I started content creation, I had this fear of speaking, I had this fear of thinking publicly, of expressing myself, and I wasn't completely myself. So I think that this challenge will be a great way of finding myself the hard way, through challenges, through failures, finding what I really are. Like, I'm not even myself at school, I'm not even myself with other family members, so I want to try to find that as much and as best as I can by doing YouTube and by inspiring you. So my name is Paul, and see you in my next video tomorrow. See you.